Have you ever wondered about the mysteries of our ancient past? Today, we're diving into the world of the Anunnaki, a group of deities from ancient Mesopotamian culture. But what if there's more to these mythical beings than meets the eye? Some theorists believe the Anunnaki were actually advanced extraterrestrial visitors from a hidden planet called Nibiru, who came to Earth seeking gold. This theory suggests that these celestial beings didn't just mine resources, but also left an indelible mark on human civilization, teaching us about agriculture, architecture, and even the stars themselves. From the perplexing structures of Göbekli Tepe to the intricate Sumerian king list, we're going to explore the clues and theories surrounding the Anunnaki's influence and their potential ongoing presence on Earth. So let's delve into this cosmic puzzle and unravel the mysteries of an ancient time. Delving into the realms of ancient mythology and modern extraterrestrial speculation brings us to the intriguing and controversial Anunnaki gold theory. Central to this theory is the belief in an ancient alien race known as the Anunnaki, originating from a hidden planet in our solar system, often referred to as Nibiru or Planet X. This mysterious planet, posited to be on an elongated orbit far beyond Neptune, is said to swing close to Earth every few thousand years. The legend of the Anunnaki first emerged from the ancient Sumerian civilization, one of the earliest known civilizations located in the southern part of Mesopotamia. Sumerian texts and cylinder seals depict beings that some believe to be these ancient astronauts, describing them as those who from heaven to earth came. According to Zecharia Sitchin, a proponent of the theory, the Anunnaki came to Earth approximately 450,000 years ago. During one such close passage of Nibiru, their purpose, to mine gold. But why gold? Proponents of the theory suggest that the Anunnaki required gold to repair the deteriorating atmosphere of their home planet. Gold, with its unique properties and ability to reflect infrared light, was supposedly used to create a protective shield in the upper layers of Nibiru's atmosphere. Earth, abundant in this precious metal, thus became their source. The gold theory is further bolstered by interpretations of ancient Sumerian artwork and iconography. Some of these interpretations point to depictions of what could be interpreted as advanced technology, spacecraft or astronauts, possibly the Anunnaki themselves. These interpretations often draw parallels between the Sumerian descriptions of the Anunnaki and similar beings in other ancient cultures and mythologies around the world, suggesting a global presence of these beings. One of the most striking aspects of this theory is the claim that the Anunnaki genetically engineered human beings. It is posited that they used their advanced knowledge to manipulate the existing hominids on Earth, possibly using their own genetic material to create a labor force for mining operations. This, the theory suggests, could explain the sudden leap in human advancement and the emergence of more sophisticated civilization shortly after. Sitchin and others have pointed to various ancient structures and artifacts as potential evidence of this advanced alien influence, such as the precise construction of the Egyptian pyramids or the intricate stone structures of Sumer itself. However, mainstream science and archaeology have widely dismissed these theories, attributing these achievements to human ingenuity and the gradual development of civilization. The Anunnaki gold theory and the associated legends of planet Nibiru continue to captivate the imagination of many. They stand as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the stars and the possibilities of what might lie beyond our current understanding. Whether viewed as ancient myth or as speculative history, these stories challenge us to consider the vast and mysterious tapestry of the universe in which we reside. At the heart of some of the most intriguing theories about ancient civilizations lies the story of the Anunnaki, a group of deities in Sumerian mythology who are often at the center of alternative historical narratives. According to these theories, the Anunnaki were not merely mythological beings, but visitors from another world who played a pivotal role in shaping human civilization. Looking at the ancient Sumerian civilization, it's evident that they were remarkably advanced for their time. They built impressive cities like Uruk and Ur, developed a sophisticated system of writing, cuneiform, and made significant advancements in mathematics and astronomy. Some theorists argue that such advancements are too sophisticated to have originated independently, suggesting extraterrestrial influence. One of the most fascinating aspects of this theory is the claim that the Anunnaki directly intervened in human evolution. It is hypothesized that they used their advanced technology and knowledge in genetics to upgrade Homo sapiens, merging their extraterrestrial DNA with that of humans. This, the theory posits, could explain the sudden leap in human intelligence and capabilities around this period. Artifacts such as the Sumerian king list, which records the reigns of kings over thousands of years, and the detailed astronomical records found in Sumerian texts are often cited as evidence of this alien influence. These records show an understanding of celestial bodies and their movements that seems too advanced for a civilization of that era. Moreover, the depiction of the Anunnaki in Sumerian art, often shown as larger-than-human figures and sometimes with non-human features, fuels speculation about their extraterrestrial origin. These depictions are interpreted by some as literal representations of these beings, rather than symbolic or mythological figures. In modern culture, the story of the Anunnaki has taken on a life of its own, inspiring books, movies, and conspiracy theories. It continues to be a topic of fascination and debate, symbolizing the enduring human quest to understand our origins and the development of our civilizations. Whether one views the Anunnaki as myth or as possible historical figures, their story invites us to consider broader possibilities about our past and the ancient world. The quest to trace the footprints of the Anunnaki across our planet takes us to various historical and archaeological sites, where clues of their supposed involvement with human civilizations are said to be present. Proponents of the theory scrutinize these sites, searching for evidence of extraterrestrial interaction and knowledge sharing with ancient humans. One focal point in this quest is the ancient Sumerian civilization. The Sumerian astronomical texts, for instance, display a sophisticated understanding of planetary movements, leading some to speculate that this knowledge was imparted by the Anunnaki. The ziggurats, towering temple complexes of ancient Mesopotamia, with their intricate and monumental design, also fuel theories of extraterrestrial architectural influence. Beyond Mesopotamia, other ancient sites around the world are speculated to bear the mark of the Anunnaki. The Egyptian pyramids, with their precise alignment and construction, are often mentioned in this context. Theories suggest that the knowledge and technology required to build these colossal structures might have been shared by the Anunnaki. Similarly, the megalithic structures of Stonehenge in England, with their complex arrangement and astrological significance, are sometimes included in discussions about potential Anunnaki involvement. In terms of their ongoing presence, some theorists believe that the Anunnaki never left Earth and continue to influence world events. This belief is often tied to conspiracy theories about hidden powers controlling global affairs, suggesting that the Anunnaki or their descendants might be involved in guiding the course of human history from behind the scenes. These theories delve into the realm of speculation, with claims ranging from secret societies with Anunnaki knowledge to alien-human hybrids influencing political and economic systems. Artifacts and art from various ancient cultures also come under scrutiny for alleged depictions of the Anunnaki. These include Sumerian statues and reliefs, Egyptian hieroglyphs, and even pre-Columbian art from the Americas. Proponents analyze these artifacts for iconography and symbolism that could indicate extraterrestrial contact or influence, such as depictions of beings with non-human features or objects that resemble modern perceptions of spacecraft. The narrative of the Anunnaki is deeply intertwined with the broader framework of the ancient astronaut theory, a perspective suggesting that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in antiquity and significantly influenced the development of human civilization. This theory posits that many of the mythological tales, religious texts, and ancient artworks that have been passed down through generations are not mere products of human imagination, but actual accounts of alien visitation. Central to this theory is the interpretation of ancient texts and artifacts. For instance, the Anunnaki, as described in Sumerian mythology, are often depicted as godlike figures coming from the sky, which some theorists argue could be a literal description of extraterrestrial visitors. Critics argue that such interpretations often involve a significant amount of speculation and tend to overlook cultural and mythological contexts. They caution against projecting modern UFO and alien concepts onto ancient civilizations, which had their own rich and complex understandings of the world. On the other hand, supporters of the ancient astronaut theory argue that mainstream historical and archaeological interpretations fail to adequately explain certain anomalies in ancient artifacts and texts. This theory has permeated popular culture, inspiring a plethora of media. It has captivated the imagination of millions, leading to a popular reimagining of human history. This fascination reflects a broader human interest in understanding our origins and the possibility of connections to other worlds or civilizations. The Anunnaki and the ancient astronaut theory represent a compelling narrative that challenges conventional views of human history. Whether one sees them as mere myths or potential historical realities, they undoubtedly enrich the tapestry of human culture with their mystery and provoke us to question our understanding of the past. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered if we are truly alone in the universe? It's a profound question that stirs the imagination and makes us question what we know about our own history. Today, we're diving deep into ancient Mesopotamia to explore the intriguing theory of the Anunnaki. Found in Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki were described as celestial beings that descended from the heavens. But could they have been more than just myth? And what if I told you this ancient tale has echoes in other cultures around the world, posing the possibility of a common narrative of extraterrestrial contact? In the heartland of Mesopotamia, one of the cradles of human civilization, the Sumerians etched a compelling narrative into clay tablets. They spoke of beings known as the Anunnaki, divine entities who descended from the heavens. These celestial figures were not mere flights of fantasy but were perceived as genuine influences in the Sumerian society. In the Sumerian cosmology, the Anunnaki were believed to be the offspring of An, the sky god, and Ki, the earth goddess. And among these divine figures, some, like Enki, Enlil, and Inanna, held significant roles in Sumerian myths and epics. They were seen as divine mediators, connecting the celestial realm with the earthly domain and playing a part in the creation and early development of humanity. The Sumerian texts describe Eridu as the first city established by the Anunnaki on Earth. Interestingly, Eridu is considered one of the oldest cities in the world, and it's in this ancient city that the concept of urbanization, written language, and state rule first began to emerge. The Anunnaki were often associated with bestowing wisdom and knowledge upon humanity. They're said to have taught humans the arts of civilization, like law, agriculture, architecture, and writing, catalyzing the societal shift from hunter-gatherers to settled agricultural communities. Now the crux of the issue remains. Are these accounts of the Anunnaki mythological constructs created to provide explanations for natural phenomena or historical events? Or could they be interpreted as early human interactions with beings from another world, documented through the only means available at that time, myths and legends? The ripples of the Anunnaki influence, it seems, extend well beyond the boundaries of Sumer. Whether it's under different names, titles, or representations, ancient cultures around the globe have distinct tales of divine beings descending from the skies to interact with humanity. Let's turn our gaze across various cultures and decipher these intriguing narratives. In ancient Egypt, for instance, the pantheon of gods was believed to have descended from the heavens to guide human society. Their god of wisdom, Thoth, similar to the Anunnaki, was said to have introduced writing, mathematics, and architecture to humanity. Intriguingly, the Sumerians' neighbor, the Akkadians, had their equivalent of the Anunnaki called the Igoge. Even halfway across the world in Mesoamerica, the Maya believed in the Kukulkan, or feathered serpent, a deity that bestowed knowledge and wisdom. He was known as Quetzalcoatl among the Aztecs. Meanwhile, the ancient Indian texts, the Vedas, tell of the Devas, divine beings who interacted with humans and even interbred with them, a narrative strikingly similar to the Anunnaki's role in Sumerian texts. In Greek mythology, the gods resided atop Mount Olympus but frequently descended to Earth to interact and sometimes mate with humans, leading to the birth of demigods and heroes. Again, this resonates with the Sumerian account of the Anunnaki breeding with humans to create demigods. These parallels in disparate cultures across various geographical boundaries pose a bewildering question. Are these uncanny resemblances mere coincidences, sprung from the shared human impulse to personify and deify natural phenomena and existential quandaries? Or do they point towards a common thread, an ancient global influence by sky beings weaving through the tapestry of human civilization? As we dig deeper, we tread along the precipice of the known and the unknown, venturing into realms that blur the boundaries between mythology, archaeology, and even, perhaps, extraterrestrial encounters. This tantalizing and universally resounding theme of celestial beings lending a hand in the development of human civilization is truly compelling. From the celestial dragons of Chinese lore, the Norse gods of Asgard, to the divine pantheon of the Roman Empire, stories of mighty beings from the stars are deeply entrenched in our collective consciousness. So why is it that across wide oceans, over towering mountains, through vast deserts, and deep in lush rainforests, the tale of star beings visiting Earth, helping humans or sometimes wreaking havoc, finds its way into the oral and written traditions of civilizations? One explanation proposes that these myths are archetypal, that is, they represent universal symbols or motifs embedded deep within our collective unconscious, as Carl Jung might argue. They are part of our human heritage, a product of the shared fears, desires, and the innate curiosity about our place in the universe that is common to all human societies. Another explanation draws on the theories of Swiss author Erich von Däniken, who argues that these stories are not merely symbolic but literal descriptions of encounters with extraterrestrial beings. He contends that these celestial beings were, in fact, technologically advanced aliens who were mistaken for gods by our less advanced ancestors. Moreover, this global myth of celestial beings suggests a diffusion of cultural elements between ancient societies. This could mean that either these stories were so universally relevant that they spontaneously arose in each culture, or that ancient civilizations were much more globally connected than we give them credit for, sharing stories and myths across vast distances. Yet another perspective comes from the field of astroarchaeology, which suggests that these stories might represent early humans' attempts to understand and document astronomical phenomena. The celestial beings may be personifications of planets, stars, and celestial events like comets or meteor showers. However, the line of thought that we're most interested in aligns with the Sumerian text's narrative, that these beings were advanced entities who directly intervened in human society, teaching us agriculture, architecture, writing, and social organization. As we delve further into this topic, we'll encounter theories both intriguing and controversial. Each viewpoint offers a different lens to view these ancient narratives that have shaped our world and continue to puzzle and fascinate us to this day. The question is, which lens brings the truth into the sharpest focus? And are we prepared for what we might see? With such fascinating theories and tantalizing connections, one might be tempted to jump headfirst into believing these stories. However, as any good investigation goes, we need to approach this from a scientific perspective, scrutinizing the evidence, evaluating its validity, and understanding its context. Firstly, let's consider the Sumerian texts themselves. The clay tablets on which these stories were written were inscribed with cuneiform script, one of the earliest known forms of writing. Translating these is a complex task, often open to interpretation, so it's entirely possible that descriptions of the Anunnaki and their actions may not be entirely accurate. For instance, Zecharia Sitchin, a popular author known for his translations of these texts, proposed that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrials who came from a planet called Nibiru. Other scholars, however, have contested his interpretations, suggesting he read too literally into metaphors and symbolism in the text. In the realm of archaeology, physical evidence can also be ambiguous. While we find inexplicable feats of engineering in ancient structures and iconography that seems to depict otherworldly beings, these can also be explained by human innovation and the power of human imagination. Some proponents of the ancient astronaut theory point to technological achievements of ancient civilizations as evidence of extraterrestrial intervention. They argue that the construction of the pyramids of Giza or the Nazca lines in Peru would have required knowledge and technology beyond the capabilities of the people of the time. However, many archaeologists dispute this view. asserting that these feats are testament to human ingenuity rather than alien assistance. Turning to the global similarities in myths, these can be explained by the shared human experiences and archetypal narratives. While it's intriguing to think that similar stories of celestial beings across cultures point to a common historical event, it's also possible that these myths arose from shared human fears, desires, and attempts to understand the natural world. If we pause for a moment and put the skepticism aside, what could this Anunnaki influence really mean? Starting with the texts, the Sumerians described the Anunnaki as deities who descended from the heavens. They were seen as bringers of civilization, teaching humanity various aspects of culture like law, agriculture, architecture, and even the mysterious art of divination. If we consider this from an ancient astronaut perspective, this could be interpreted as these beings sharing advanced knowledge and technologies. This perspective gains even more weight when we consider how quickly civilizations seem to have sprung up in Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. The region saw an almost abrupt transformation from a hunter-gatherer society to one that built cities, developed agriculture, and invented writing. Could this sudden leap have been aided by extraterrestrial influence? Moving to the global scale, if the Anunnaki did influence other cultures, we might need to rethink the concept of independent innovation. Currently, historians believe that many cultures developed similar technologies and beliefs independently, a phenomenon called parallel evolution. But if the Anunnaki theory holds true, it suggests a more interconnected ancient world than we currently believe. To take an example, let's consider the pyramids. Pyramidal structures appear not only in Egypt, but also in cultures as far removed as the Mayans in Central America. If we were guided by extraterrestrials in our distant past, it certainly poses intriguing questions about our origins and our place in the universe. Are we truly alone, or have we been part of a galactic community since the dawn of civilization? And as always, thanks for watching. We have taken a journey through ancient texts, explored cultures from around the globe, and tried to decode the influence of the Anunnaki. While the theory of extraterrestrial intervention in our past remains a topic of speculation and debate, it prompts us to keep an open mind, to question the accepted narratives, and to continue our quest for knowledge. As we ponder the mysteries of our past, we may just find clues that could reshape our understanding of our place in the universe. But as we continue our search for answers, remember, it's not just about reaching the destination, but also about the thrill of the journey itself. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and as always, thanks for watching.